So today I'm going to show you guys the trade that I took that got me 2 payouts yesterday, and that was on a Monday, so a very good start to the week. Now this is our initial setup. Let me just explain to you my bias and what direction we went, obviously. So the 12-hour closed bullish. As you can see, this it's not this candle, this is the candle after that day. So this candle here closed simply bullish, and we go down to the dollar, and the 12-hour had a 12-hour sweep here, so ignore this candle. We had a sweep here of this high, so I expect a push down from that. We didn't really get it, but I ended up winning the trade anyway. Now the reason I took GU buys instead of EU buys is because of this pair here. Okay, so Euro GBP, this is a gem, man. This is a gem. So 12-hour close bearish. So my bias on this is bearish, right? GBP is stronger. And how did I know that? Is because the 12-hour close bearish, and when this pair goes down, that means GBP is stronger. When it goes up, that means Euro is stronger. And yesterday it played very well in my favor. We dumped very hard, as you can see. So my bias on this gave me extra confluence to go into buys on GU instead of EU. So we'll go back to GU now. We got our entry here, stop loss here. Now I closed my trade on one of the live accounts very early, even a negative RR, I believe, around this area. Now the reason why I did that was because it was the first trade on that fresh live account, and I want to make sure that I make the money back that I paid for the challenge and a little bit of profit. So that's what we did. And then also held this on a challenge till 1 hour, TP'd here. And then on my second live account, I held this trade till here. No, a little lower. Yeah, around here. So 1.5 hour on the second live account. So my risk management here was probably a little odd to some people, but what I made sure of is that I at least get a payout on one account. So close the trade, made the money back that I paid for that new account that is now live, and then on the other two accounts I put my stop loss at break even. So if it loses, I lose nothing. And on that live account I decided to stretch it out a bit, because I usually go for 1-to-1s, but I held it till a 1 to 1.5 ish, which I risked 2% on that live account, so I made 4% on that trade. Almost, I made almost 4%, I believe. Yeah, very close, 4%. So that's what I did with my risk. I made sure at least one of the accounts will make me money, and if the other one doesn't, then I won't lose anything because my stop is at break even, right? And if it does, then I'll make more money. So that was kind of the idea here. Now I will say I did close that trade way too early on the first live account, which is a mistake, I guess, but it was too risky in my opinion to hold both, because if it went up that much and I didn't secure a payout, I would have been pissed at myself, because it's just dumb, you know. Why not take the money if it's the first payout on that account? So I'm glad with the decision making, to be honest. Especially holding on the live there, very smart for me, because I had nothing to lose, right? So yeah, very nice trade, very simple. So this was our setup. We entered here, went up, clean trade, and then eventually just did nothing after that. So our TP, it was kind of perfect as well. Like the area we kind of TP'd out on the live account, I guess you could have caught an extra 0.4 hour, but still, like, you can't complain about that, right? And then after that we just chopped around. So very clean trade. Decision making was on point, and we had so much confluence to take this. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys understood what I said and why I took it exactly. I'm not going to go into detail too much on the setup and stuff, but just show you guys the reasons why I took it and did what I did. The most important thing here is that you take note of your GBP. Like, if you can use this in your trading, it's going to be very helpful. This has helped me out a ton. Sometimes this pair just turns into a bitch and doesn't listen to you, but it has made me avoid a lot of losses and made me make the right decision. Because look at EU, it did nothing that day. It's this day, yeah. So GU, around this time I was in GU, and look at you. It went up what, 8 pips, and GU went up like, I don't even know how much that is. Let's see. GU went up like, fucking hell, almost 40 pips. So you see my point, right? Yeah, 41 pips we went up. So yeah, just gotta make sure you try and use that. If you don't use it, try and apply it, man. See if it works. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. That was a trade, very simple, very clean, and yeah, very good way to start the week. So yeah, hopefully we can catch another one of these trades.